If the king doesn't rise, the kingdom dies. Cool quote I heard the other day. Pretty strong quote, and I feel like it's gonna kind of lead today's message that I have for you. You know, I was talking about this with my dad this morning. This generation, man, this upcoming generation of men. Honestly, I've never seen such a degenerate culture. I've never seen such weak men on the rise. And these days we've just got so many men that there's no accountability. There's no, so many men these days are just chilling. You got dudes who are addicted to entertainment, video games, prawn, whole 9 yards. We got, more than ever, we got dudes who are filled with anxiety, that are depressed, that got this mental health issue, that mental health issue. We got doctors prescribing all kinds of meds, right? And if you've noticed, and I've been talking about this with my dad, if you've noticed, everything in life these days has just become so easy, effortless. Everything is convenient. Rather than going out and hunting for our food like we had to hundreds of years ago, these days, hey, I can just pull up at a drive-thru, some KFC down the street, or I can have, better yet, Uber Eats come and deliver it straight to my house. It's simple, it's easy, it's convenient. Hey, you feel bad one day, you feel sad, rather than working out, releasing those hormones, rather than eating right, fueling yourself with the right nutrition to get your mind right, hey, now we can just visit an online doctor and have them prescribe something for us so we feel better, right? We don't need to go to the gym and put in the work. We can just pop a little pill. We got these Google Homes now in my house that my brother set up for us. And it's funny how, hey, I don't even have to get up from my couch. I don't have to get up from my lazy butt and turn on the light switch. I can just say, hey Google, turn off my lights, turn on my lights. Hey Google, hey, turn on my TV.
Sorry, it looks like the parents' room TV
See?
isn't available right now.
So look, these days, bro, we're just chilling. Oh yeah, man, we're just chilling, taking it easy, right? Relaxing. We don't have to even go out to talk to women. We can pull up our laptops, we can grab our phones, and we can, within the click of a button, we can be with any type of woman we desire. However many type of women we desire. Got these online private chat rooms now. We don't have to show our face. We don't have to have any guts at all to go and pursue a woman. It's right there at the click of a button. Takes no strength, no guts whatsoever. These days, man, there's just there's a solution for everything, right? Everything's convenient, and I believe convenience has become the ultimate enemy, the ultimate threat to our generation of men. And you just see this decline. You see it more than ever. Elliot Holst, I was watching the other day, I think it was yesterday, he said something in his video that was just so good. He said, to get anything done, a man must destroy and build. Basically meaning, hey, he said in his video, he lives out on a farm, and even to build a tree, right, he has to dig through the rubble. He has to destroy, break ground, right, to put in the seed, let it grow. It's like a building, a skyscraper. You must first build the groundwork. You gotta build the pipes, the framework. I don't know how that all works. I'm not like I'm not into architecture or anything like that, but I do know that you have to dig first. You gotta break ground in order to build up that building, right? Like working out, for instance. In order to build that muscle, you gotta constantly break it down, right? You gotta work. You gotta build that muscle down for it to, over time, start to build up. You gotta destroy to build. It's like the story of Jesus, right? Elliot Hull said, the story of Jesus, he had to be brutally beaten and destroyed. He had to die for our sins in order for us to be exalted, in order for us to have a clean slate and be pure in the eyes of God. He had to come down and die. Something has to die in order for something to live. Something has to be destroyed in order for it to be built up. And that's why I believe God allows us to be broken in life sometimes, because it builds us up. It builds up our character. It makes us strong. It builds you. When you're moving, when you're pushing yourself, when you're putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, you start to become warrior-like. You start to become a little more stoic. And a few hundred years ago, if a man wasn't training, if he wasn't refining his sword skills, he wasn't practicing these skills every single day and putting in the work, hey, that dude would be done. Head sliced right off, clear off. Because in those times, you'd have other kingdoms come in and try to conquer, try to overtake the throne and whatnot. And so if you weren't training, if you weren't putting in the work, not only would you die, but your wife would probably be raped and killed. Your kids might be slaughtered, or they might take your kids and use them to build up their empire and train them. So if you weren't handling business as a man, if you weren't putting in that work, your whole tribe, your whole crew would be done. If you were like how most kids are today and, had that mental mindset of, I just don't feel like working out, I just feel like chilling. I don't feel like working out today. I'm going to take a little time off. If you had that mindset a couple hundred years ago, my dude, your empire, your kingdom, you're not going to last long. You had your empire on your back. You had your wife, your kids, your family, they were on your shoulders. You had that pressure. I talked about this in a post the other day on Instagram. Hey, dude, back in Grandpa's day, if he had a bad day, if he wasn't feeling it, he's feeling a little off that day, he might stop to himself and think, man, I sure do feel like crap today. Oh well, back to shoveling. There was no time to sit and think about how bad he felt, and maybe I have maybe I'm depressed and I need to go get on some pills, and maybe I should just take the day off. Nah, dude, he had to work. He had to put in work, man. He had to put food on the table. My grandpa, I remember he died when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I remember this dude had all these fingers missing, right? And I'd always trip. I'd look at his fingers. I remember being a little kid and just looking at him being like, what in the world? And it's because that the construction place that he worked at, he worked with all this machinery back in probably 1930s. And he'd always get his fingers chopped off by these machines. And at the most that his boss would give him is 2 days off. He said, you got to be back. I'll give you a couple days off to recover, but that's it. You got 2 days. Your butt better be back here working. I just had a conversation with my childhood friend about 2 days ago. He said, we were talking about fitness and training, and how when you're doing what you need to be doing as a man, when you're putting in that work at the gym, when you're eating right, fueling your body right, it just seems like everything else in life just starts to kind of fall into place. Have you ever talked to a guy who you haven't seen at the gym in a while, and have you ever seen the way just he holds himself? Oh man, I just usually he's probably fat and out of shape, but besides that, have you just seen like a dude who hasn't been at the gym in a while? Have you just, his persona, the way he holds himself as a man is just, oh man, I know I need to get to the gym. It's been so long, man. My diet's all off. Like, what? Bro, what? You try to pull that crap, like I said, hundreds of years ago, you're gonna get weeded. Your family's counting on you. Last week, my friend Joel and I, we invited some young guys to work out with us, and we took them through one of our workouts, and they did good. Don't get me wrong, but a couple days later, we asked them to, we asked, hey, do you guys want to get in another one? And they said, no, man, it's just, your guys' workouts are too hard. It's too hard for us. We don't want to do that. And the thing for me is that they actually did good during the workout. They didn't complain. They did what they needed to do. They just kept going. And it's like, that's what kind of disappointed me, is just like, I see the potential. I see that masculinity. But it's like, I want it. I want to draw that out of them. I want it more than they want it for themselves, right? I see the potential. The potential's there. But instead, they've, not just them, but men in general these days, we've lost our hunt. We've lost our edge. Essentially, we've lost our nuts, man. That thing that hunger, that thing that made us warriors, that makes us masculine. We've lost it. And we've got to recognize, guys, like, masculinity is a gift, my dude. Don't take it for granted. See, God has etched that masculinity into our DNA. And instead, we're just letting it get stripped away. And we think, in today's culture, if our body count's high, we get those numbers up, we think that's being a man, right? And it's the total opposite. Having no responsibility, using women, using them as a tool for self-pleasure, that's masculinity, bro. Nah, that's the total opposite. That's wimping out. That's being a weasel. Masculinity is loyalty, integrity, responsibility, commitment, those hard things, the things that take a little work. That's masculinity. Masculinity is a gift, my brothers. Use it. Practice it. Go to the gym, man. You don't got time? Make time. Everybody's got time. Unless you're the president of the United States of America, hey, you got time, my brothers. Build your muscle. Flex your muscles. When you're looking at yourself in the freaking mirror, bro, flex. Get that grit back, right? And little by little, I'm trying to do this myself right now. Little by little, start taking away the comforts of life. Like Elliot Hull says, we need to break our comfort. You got a drinking problem? Hey, take that bottle, smash it on the ground. You got a video game addiction? Take that console, chuck that sucker. You're addicted to the internet, surfing the web, looking at things you don't need to be looking at. Get rid of your Wi-Fi router. You don't need it. You're not going to die. If you need the internet, go to Starbucks. Get some free Wi-Fi over there. You got a food addiction. Start taking out those snacks, bro. Throw them in the trash. Those little snacks, those little treats. Get rid of it. You don't need it. I've had to do that myself these last couple weeks. I started noticing I was eating too much crap. So I went in there, I trashed it all. Something has to die in order for you to be built up. Simple as that. Get rid of the fun things that cause you to be lazy. Get rid of, create more discomfort in your life. That's the goal here, you guys. Comfort is the enemy. It's what's created this generation of degenerates. Comfort is how you die, but discomfort is how you live. Discomfort is how you get built up, right? Comfort is how you die. Simple as that. Mike Tyson said in an interview the other day, he said, discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. And I just got off the phone with my dad a couple hours ago. He said, you gotta love what you hate to do. You gotta learn to love it. And that'll be the best return on your investment, is when you get rid of the comfort, get rid of the luxuries. All comfort and convenience does is it turns your brain off, makes it become inactive, puts you in a sluggish state of mind. And that's why we have so many men these days that are sluggish, that are lacking energy. That's why we need to throw back these energy drinks. Me recently, I don't know if I told you guys, but even myself, I got addicted to Bang energy drinks, man. And so I had to get rid of them completely, out of my diet. And go figure, I have more energy now than ever. I'm more sharp and clear than ever. Got my body back regulated to how it just needs to be, how God made it to operate. But honestly, you guys, we've allowed our brains to become so sluggish. We're sitting here chilling on our phones all day long, right? Just looking at dumb stuff. Inputting our mind with just nonsense, stuff that doesn't matter. We've caused our brain just to become inactive. It doesn't even need to work anymore, right? My best bro Joel the other day at men's breakfast, he was talking about inputs and outputs. What you input into your brain is what's going to be outputted as well, right? If you keep inputting your mind with stupid stuff, you're going to start saying stupid stuff. You're going to start thinking stupidly. Instead, I encourage you guys, and I encourage myself, let's keep our brain on its toes. Let's keep it sharp, right? You got music playing in your house all day long. You got your headphones on all day long, listening to the tunes. That's dopamine, man. You're getting this dopamine high. How about turn off the music? How about just having some stillness, some quietness? Declutter your brain so you can be more clear. Maybe you'll be, maybe by turning off the music, by turning off the TV, by turning on, because why do we listen to music all day long? We do it because it feels good, It feels good, it's got these nice little tunes bopping in our ears. Dude. Get rid of these feel-good little things in your life. Get rid of the dopamine, the little highs. You don't need to feel good all the time, Get rid of the discomforts. Get rid of the luxuries. And when you do this, when you declutter your brain, you start to be a little more sharp. You start to remember, oh, hey, I need to go run that errand today. I've been meaning to clean my bathroom. Oh yeah, my wife told me to pick this up for her. My wife told me to clean the kitchen. Maybe you'll become a little bit more clear, a little bit more sharp, right? A little more attentive. But you gotta declutter. Get rid of the dopamine, get rid of the luxuries, get rid of the comfort, get rid of the convenience, and do better. Destroy and build. Appreciate you guys. Talk soon.